Hey Stellar Crafters! Today we'll be making one of the most mysterious Pokemon that can be found in the Aloha region. It's MimiKyu. We're pretty excited to show you guys this. It has a cool design and let's get started. Alright, so to get started, you want to use a 15 by 15 centimeter sheet of paper. You can use origami paper, binder paper, even printer paper if you just cut it into the triangle shape tutorial you can find on YouTube. So to get started, I'm going to use origami paper today, and it is Aloha design because it can be also found in the Aloha region. So we're going to start on the blank side, and what you want to do is start with the lotus fold. So the lotus fold is called that because it's how you usually get the lotus origami. So what you're going to do is fold your sheet in half. Unfold, and then fold it the other way. Just like that. So now you're going to unfold, and the next step is to take each of the four corners of this frame and then fold them inwards towards the center point. Alright, so once you're done with that, you want to do the same thing. You're going to take four corners of this frame and you're going to fold it inwards towards the center once again. Alright, so for the next step, you're going to turn it around, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fold all four of the reference points, and you're going to fold it towards the center once more again. And the reason why we're doing this, you might ask, is because it's going to help us with the future folds, because some of the folds are actually quite hard to get if you don't have previous folds that make it a bit easier. Alright, so now you're going to turn this around for the next step. You're going to unfold the four corners you just made, just like that. And you're going to unfold these corners as well, all four folds. And so here, this is where we're going to be working on the structure of MimiKyu. So what you want to do first is make sure to take these inside folds and fold them outwards towards the outside frame. And this isn't really necessary, but it's going to help you later on, and I'll explain why in a sec. So we're just taking the inside points and we're just gonna fold them to the outside corners. Okay, there. So as you can see, what we've done here is we folded them out so we can have a clear sense of this reference point, the square. And this square is really important because I'll be calling this the reference point because I'm gonna refer to it a lot when making folds relative from one thing to another. So the next step here is to take the bottom two corners and fold them to the center corner. And so when you're doing this, right, make sure that there's an X shape facing you and not a plus shape. You don't want a plus shape, you want an X shape. Alright, so continuing off of that, you're going to take the two bottom corners and fold them to the center, just like that. And it kind of looks like you're about to make an airplane. So the next step after this is where we're going to be using that reference point, or reference frame, sorry. So here you see how we made this reference frame. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see here there's this tiny square right here that we've made with the fold we made before. You're going to want to take this corner and you're going to fold it until the edge folds on top of your reference frame. So we're just going to be doing that. And you're going to do the same thing with this corner right here. And you're just going to fold it to this reference frame now. Alright. Alright, great. So you should have like some kind of spaceship shape right now. So after all that, we're going to be again using that reference frame. Over here, you can see that we've made a reference frame right here. This is the top of the reference frame. And what you're gonna do is fold this entire structure back. So you're just gonna imagine this reference frame going across here, and then folding it back. Make sure that it's straight. And you can make sure that you're doing this right because you should be making an X on the back. Alright, so I like to call this the acorn fold because it kind of looks like an acorn now. But don't go nuts about that because there's still a lot to do. So next, you're going to be taking the corner here, which is made from your acorn fold, and it's kind of hard to see, so I'll show it a little closer. So here you're gonna take this outside corner and you're just gonna want to fold it up until it reaches the corner right here in the center. It's kind of hard to see, but it's the center midline. So I'll show you how it's done. So you fold it to the midline. And it's kind of awkward at first because you can see that it kind of creates this awkward flap here, but that's exactly what you want. So you're going to do the same thing with the other side. And you're going to fold it to the midline. And you can see that you have two awkward flaps right here, and that's perfectly okay because that's what we want. And it should look like a hollow heart kind of if you look at it. And now what you want to do is crease it. Make sure you crease these. And then you're going to unfold it, and then we're going to now work on something called the hourglass fold. So what you want to do for this is going to help create the body frame of MimiKyu. You're going to take the center, and you're going to fold the whole thing in half basically. So here there's an edge, right? You're going to want to fold this edge all the way to the top edge. So it's very simple, you just want to line it all up. Alright, so now you can unfold it. And now you have a nice crease right here in the middle. So this will definitely help you in the future. For now, as we're gonna make the hourglass bend now, or hourglass fold. So this part's a little difficult. What you want to do is you're gonna pop using these two fingers here, pushing this way, pushing towards you, and then my thumbs are pushing away from me. So here I go. I'm gonna push my index fingers towards me and my thumbs away from me. So here we go, pushing forward and pushing away. As you can see, this creates an hourglass fold that you can see here. So now you're gonna just slowly fold down. The awkward folds will tend to fold awkwardly, so you might want to fold them outwards. Here, let me see it right here. So here you might want to fold these back for now if it's too awkward, and then do the hourglass fold. So here we go. So there's the hourglass fold. And you can see it kind of looks like an hourglass. Alright? So after that, you can unfold the awkward folds that you had. Here we go. So these are the awkward flaps. You didn't have to do that, it's just if they get in the way. The ears, these are the ears, and they tend to get in the way when you do the hourglass fold. So now that they're out, they kind of just they're kind of like that, yeah. So it should start looking like MimiKyu as of now. As you can see, there's the ears, the head, and this should be the tail. So we're almost there. All we have to do next is basically fold the ears, and then we're gonna make the tail. So I think we're gonna do the tail first because it's more complex. What you want to do is we're gonna use the reference points again, or sorry, the reference frame. The reference frame being the square here. So as you can see, the frame we made is one square, right? And here's the midline. We want to basically split these into quarters, and we're gonna do that by folding one of this side to the midline. So it's gonna be hard to show you, but basically you just have to trust yourself and try to estimate this corner right here, this line, and then folding up to this line. And you're gonna just crease it right here along the tail, and that's it. You don't have to crease up here because this is the head and the body and stuff like that. So we just want the tail. So you're gonna do the same thing. So here we have a crease. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm just gonna fold in half as best as we can. And then we're gonna make some crease. 1, 2, 3. Along the tail. And that's good. So we're gonna, now we have two crease. We have a crease here, we have a crease here, and that's gonna help us make the tail. So we're gonna fold back MimiKyu. So when you want to fold back MimiKyu, just remember, apply pressure to the center and push it in to get the hourglass fold. And there you go. Okay. So now we're gonna work on the tail. We're just gonna, as you see now we have like these two edges. We can just fold it backwards now. And you're gonna want this corner here to fold up to the top of the center of the hourglass. And you're just gonna nicely crease it there. And there you go. Alright, so now that's the stand of MimiKyu, which it's gonna use the stand on. And now you're gonna work on the tail. Or sorry, not the tail, that's done. You're gonna work on the ears now. So MimiKyu's ears are quite special. They're very, they kind of look like Pikachu's tail, where it's zigzaggy. And we're gonna do that by first unfolding a little bit. You're gonna take, as you can see, it's a diamond, the ear. You wanna fold the tip to the other side of the diamond to help make the ears. And you're gonna do the same with the other side of the ears. Alright, after that, you're going now to do zigzags by just folding it on top of each other. So So now that you made a fold, right, on the ear, you're just going to fold it again on top of it to make that zigzag. See? And you're gonna do it one more time. And if you can do it as much as you want. But there is a limit. Alright, so there you go. And you're gonna do the same thing on this ear. Alright, and so there you have it. MimiKyu's other ear. Very nice. Guys, so just for finishing touches, we're gonna just make the head a little bit smaller. If you guys want to make the head smaller, it's really easy. Here's the center midline of the head. It connects both of the ears together. What you want to do is just take your 2 index fingers, or index and your thumb, and you're going to just pinch it and then really indent it and crease it, and that'll keep the head together. Alright, and then you fold back there, and that's it. Alright, well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, and we'll see you guys later. See ya.